is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Here we go. Last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. And the Jazz start out with the ball. Here's Queen. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. And maybe more than any team in the West, the Jazz really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. McDaniels outside. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Utah with the rebound. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. We talked about Jalen Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's when he'll torch you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Pass to McDaniels. Williams scanning the floor. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
Walker with a clean look. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Irving, good.
Boy, how about that crafty drive by Irving, anticipating the contact and able to get around and through it.
From deep, Williams.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Here's Avdia. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Avdia. Connects from three-point range. Avdia's got 5 now.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Taking it to the rack with power. Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Brown outside. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
And stolen by James. And James throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
So it's the Timberwolves now. After the basket by Utah. Williams can't hit. Here's Johnson with the drive. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Now, here's Johnson. 9 points in the game so far.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Williams. Here's Ware. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Sinks the triple.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
It's tipped. 36 seconds left to play in the first. Williams can't hit. The Jazz with the lead. Pass to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
No margin for error that time. Big time slam from big man Carter Jr.
Ware, no good. And it's Utah's ball. Here's Queen. The kick out to Brown. Shoots over McDaniel. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Utah out in front. They lead by 4. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Here's Buffkin. And it's Utah with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Back to Brown. Shoots over Hardy. Brown, no good. That's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Minnesota. 4-point game. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Out left to the wing. Here's Hardy. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Here's Avdia. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 3. Releases. He trains the quick shot. Hardy's got 5 points now this quarter. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
Pass to Walker. And Walker throws it down hard.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
And that one's good. Hardy. Hardy's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Timberwolves. To the middle. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. So they take the lead. Hardy's got 10.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Brown, no good. Minnesota in the lead. To the inside. Bessie. That's tipped. It's Brown with the drive. Makes it off the glass.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Fires from deep. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Brown outside. Clears it from three-point range. And it's a three-point Utah lead.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber. That is good offense, unselfish play.
Brown outside. His three-pointers off the mark.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Goes up from the top of the key. The rebound by Cada.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
A rebound by the Timberwolves. To the paint. Kicks it out to James. Hands it from downtown. James has got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
Inside. And he can't jam it through. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Hardy. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Avdia. Here's Brown. And a missed layup. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Sweet move. Offensive rebound. On the wing, Walker. Here's Hardy. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. 8 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Hits the three-point bomb. Hardy's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Timberwolves leading by 11. It's Williams, high post. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Queen. And it's Utah's ball. Pass to Johnson. Shoots over McDaniel. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 13.
And that's all the space he needs from that range.
Here's Williams. And count it from 19 feet away. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Nice job by Williams, carving out some space on that one.
And then Porter with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
Williams, that's good.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Queen. Minnesota with the rebound.
Yeah, but they're 3 or 4 to start the second half.
James looking around. And he banks in the layup. He's got 8.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Down low. Queen. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's Johnson. Up and in on the layup. Johnson's got 18 points.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Inside, it's stolen by Carter, and here we go. For 3, Caldwell Pope, and Ware pulls it down. Minnesota leading by 10. McDaniels, good on the triple. McDaniels got his second basket of the night.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Walker in the corner. Outside Williams. Lets it fly from 18. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Queen.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Jazz have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, and a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Hardy, no good. Jazz trailed by 13. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8 Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
Here's Avdia. And the lead is down inside single digits. Avdia's got 9.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Here's Buffkin. Nothing on the board. Shoots. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Outside for Randall. Stolen by Walker. Pass to Hardy. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Hardy's got 25 points.
I really like how he's playing tonight, taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
Here's Irving, and it's good, 2 points.
That is the signature of Irving. He is an incredible finisher near the basket.
Here's Hardy. What a terrific move that was. Hardy's got 5 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Hardy. Good. He's got 29 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Randall outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Randall's got his second bucket tonight. Here's Hardy. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back right after this. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Jazz trailed by 8. Irving looking for an opening. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Hardy. Buries the jump shot. Hardy's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch. That's for sure.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Here's Hardy. Off target from three-point range.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Over to the wing. Here's Buffkin. Drills the three-pointer. Buffkin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Carter with the screen. Brown. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. To the wing on the left. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And they get it, and it's laid in by Randall.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Hardy. No good on the 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
The putback. The kick out to Irving. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely, virtually impossible.
And that one's good. Hardy.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Hardy's got 43 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
It's rebounded by Robertson. Jazz trailed by 20. Pass to Carter. Johnson from outside. And Ware pulls it down. And here's Hardy. Clark One suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think would be helpful.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. And it's good off the back rim and in. Johnson's got 23 points. Here's Hardy. Carter pulls it in. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
The three. The shot that time, not on target. Jazz trailed by 21. Johnson goes in. The slam dunk by Johnson.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
Outside Williams. Out to the wing. Here's Hardy. Avdia with the rebound. And it's the Jazz's ball. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Johnson. Here's Carter. Rebound, Minnesota.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Timberwolves.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
.56 seconds left in the game. The open shot by Johnson. And Ware pulls it down.
With no D around, you expect him to knock down that midi.
Can't get it to fall. Utah with the ball. From deep, Johnson. That shot misses.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the one he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Pass to Hardy. To the paint. Here's Ware. Boom, he jams it straight down.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. To come in